This is the 44mm Apple Watch Series 6 in gray with a sports loop, and this retails at $399. This is the Fitbit Sense in all black, and this retails for $329. Both were recently released this year. Both have O2 sensors that measure the amount of oxygen in the blood. Both have heart rate sensors and sleep tracking. However, which one did I end up keeping and which one did I end up returning? Stick around to find out more. What is up, guys? It's Chris with Everyday Chris, and welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for home, tech, and everyday life. Here at Everyday Chris, my goal is to make your lives easier in your everyday lives with technology. In today's awesome video, we're going to be discussing the Apple Watch Series 6 versus the all-new Fitbit Sense. I purchased the Fitbit Sense because on paper, the Fitbit Sense has way better health features than the Apple Watch. I'll make a separate video that goes into detail on these special features. However, in today's video, I'm just going to go over the comparison of these two smartwatches. Let's just talk about the exciting part of these two smartwatches, the health features. New to Apple Watch this year is their blood O2 sensor. I found it to be fairly accurate with an actual pulse oximeter, plus or minus 2 or 3%. It's a great feature to have to prove to those people who don't want to wear masks that you can still breathe fine with one on. The Fitbit Sense has a blood O2 sensor as well, but the only way to view the oxygen levels in your blood is while you're sleeping. And you can only use a certain type of watch face that shows the average amount of oxygen in your blood, which is horrible. Both watches are now equipped with an FDA-approved ECG or electrocardiogram. The way the Apple Watch does the ECG is so awesome, and it really makes me want to keep taking my ECG over and over again. The Fitbit Sense is nice too, but it just doesn't feel as good as doing it with the Apple Watch. Let's talk about sleep tracking. Both of the watches track your sleep. The Apple Watch syncs with your phone and turns on Do Not Disturb at a scheduled time, so you can wind down and sleep undisturbed. It automatically locks the screen and turns off the always-on display, allowing me to sleep peacefully. The Fitbit, however, did nothing like that. I slept with it on the first night, and I didn't know if it would turn on and off and track automatically. The Fitbit also did not turn off the display, so I woke up a bunch of times from the screen lighting up randomly. Later, I did find a sleep mode setting in the Fitbit, but it wasn't intuitive at all. In the iOS Health app, it shows me my average sleep as well as my average heart rate and blood O2 levels. The Fitbit Sense was more detailed and showed me graphs of when I was in deep REM sleep, when I was awake, and what my average heart rate was. It doesn't actually give me a number on my average blood O2 levels, it just gives a graph. In order to see more details about your health, you have to subscribe to their Fitbit Premium subscription. And I knew that, guys. That's why when I tested the Fitbit Sense, I made sure to test it before I subscribed to their 6 months of free premium trial. Now, the next two features are only included in the Fitbit Sense. Something I was really interested in was the Fitbit Sense new skin temperature sensor. However, I was super disappointed. You can't even use it whenever you want. Also, after using it for a week to bed every day, I still have no idea what I'm looking at. Like the blood O2 sensor, you can only use it when you're sleeping. In order to see a better report, you again have to subscribe to their premium membership. Another feature the Apple Watch is missing out on is their new EDA sensor. It's supposed to measure skin conductance and measure how stressed you are throughout the day. I honestly love how Fitbit is really trying to get into the mindfulness and stress, because for me that's super important. However, after keeping my palm on the top of the watch and doing a breathing session, I wasn't able to view my results unless I was a premium member. It does ask me how stressed I am, and seeing how many features require premium, I'm super stressed right now. With premium, it doesn't even tell you much. It just tells you your heart rate changes as well as a stress level score, which I don't even understand. The Apple Watch Series 6 does have a breathing session where it helps you control your breathing through vibrations. However, it's not as technical as the EDA sensor. As far as the looks go, the Apple Watch comes in either 40mm or 44mm. The Fitbit Sense only comes in 40mm, so in my giant wrist, it does look a tad dainty. And no, I don't shave, I'm just Asian with no body hair. Both watches look similar. The Fitbit Sense has more of a longer shape, while the Apple Watch looks taller. With their always-on feature, I was able to see the screen even in the bright sun. I found that the Fitbit has a bigger bezel than the Apple Watch, taking away from the screen size. There are also no physical buttons on the Fitbit Sense. It has a touch button on the side that you can use for different functions like bringing up Alexa or certain shortcuts. The only way, however, for it to work is if your entire thumb or finger is making contact with the entire touch bar. I hate it. Why is it on the left side of their watch? And I'm also getting flashbacks of when Apple removed their home button, but this is 10 times worse. I also felt that it was extremely laggy at times and it wouldn't do what I wanted. The Apple Watch has its traditional push dial, scroll wheel, as well as an actual button, which I really love. The Apple Watch definitely feels heavier on my wrist than the Fitbit Sense. However, it does give a more premium feel. It doesn't feel like I have anything on with the Fitbit, but with the Apple Watch, I can feel it on my wrist. Now, let's talk about the bands. New with Fitbit is a clip button to help replace the bands easier. You just press the button and you pull the band out. However, these newer bands are only compatible with the Fitbit Sense and Versa 3, and it's not compatible with any other older Fitbit. And I'm not sure if this matters, but I wore my Fitbit every day for 3 days straight and wore it to sleep. On the third day, I had a weird allergic reaction to the band, so I had to stop wearing it for a few days. The Apple Watch Series 6 has kept the same design among all the other older Apple Watches, where you just push the button and slide the band in. And they are all reverse compatible with each other, and for me personally, I always use the stainless steel Milanese loop band that I've had for over 2 years and have worn in the ocean, the pool, the gym, and everywhere, and the color's still the same and didn't fade at all. Yeah, it's pricey, but I've gotten the Amazon knockoff brands in the past, and either the color starts to fade or it leaves an allergic reaction on my skin. Both watches also house an onboard GPS, so you can track your running or your hiking workouts without needing your phone nearby. In addition, the Apple Watch has cellular on the device itself, which means you don't need to be tethered to your phone at all. As far as music goes, with the Fitbit Sense, you can only play music through Spotify, Pandora, and Deezer. You can't upload your own music onto the device itself, unlike the Apple Watch, where you can upload songs that you like and listen to them without your phone nearby. The Apple Watch can answer calls directly through the Apple Watch, and the speaker is pretty loud. You can also message directly through their messaging app. The Fitbit Sense can only view messages and answer calls, but immediately transfers it to the phone. Now let's discuss battery life. The Apple Watch Series 6 has a rated battery life of 18 hours. The Fitbit Sense is rated at having 6 days of battery life. This is definitely a win for Fitbit on battery life. The biggest loss with the Fitbit Sense, however, is their premium subscription. I guess they think you just spent $330 on the Fitbit Sense, so you're super ballin'. They want you to pay $10 a month or $80 a year for their premium subscription. It really upsets me that companies are doing this. I only have 160 subscribers. I ain't making that bank. By the way, if you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Make sure you guys subscribe and like the video so that other people can find it. With the premium feature for the Fitbit, you get more detailed blood O2 measurements, breathing, and heart rate tracking. The app will also tell you your health trend and how you're doing health-wise, based off of the data it has. Apple does now have a paid feature. Luckily, it has nothing to do with the watch or anything. It's called Apple Fitness Plus, and it's just online workouts you follow so you can work out from home. Let's talk about the different type of workouts you can choose from both of these watches. The Apple Watch workouts are endless. There are so many workouts you can choose from, it's crazy. Like, I've never tried curling, but if I did, I can track it through my Apple Watch. On the Fitbit Sense, however, they have the most used workouts, but it's not nearly as much as the Apple Watch. The Apple Watch user interface is simple and easy to use. It shows all your apps and you can click on what you want. And from there, it's super straightforward. The Fitbit Sense, on the other hand, always made me want to throw this thing away. The swiping is laggy at times and the touch button wouldn't work when I wanted it to, and it felt all over the place. Luckily, their Fitbit Sense app was a lot better. However, of course, in order to see more detailed analysis of your health, you need to pay for the premium features. In the free part of the Sense app, it shows you your steps, floors, miles, and calories. You can also view more detailed parts like how many times you used the Stress app, exercise, your average heart rate, as well as log water and food. This app feels like a MyFitnessPal app on steroids. So what does the Apple Watch Series 6 have that the Fitbit Sense doesn't have? The Apple Watch can message and take calls directly from the Apple Watch itself. It can also automatically call emergency services if you take a hard fall and you're hurt. They also have a microphone that determines how loud the ambient environment is, which I found super useful whenever I was at the gym or blasting my music. They have a new feature from COVID where it determines if you're washing your hands and sets a countdown timer for 20 seconds so that you can wash your hands for 20 seconds, which is an awesome feature to have. Now, I may come off sounding like an Apple fanboy, but using the Fitbit Sense for a while made me appreciate the premium feel that Apple products have. The Apple Watch Series 6 is sturdy and easy to use, and I didn't have to read a manual to understand what to do with the watch. They really help connect the user to the watch, which is an awesome thing to do. If money is an issue, I would go with the Apple Watch SE. It has most of the features of the Apple Watch minus the ECG feature. Again, it's nice that Fitbit Sense tried to push out these new health features that no other company has. However, it's super buggy and they failed super hard on the presentation. Not only that, the premium subscription is what turned me off the most, and that's the reason why it's going back into the box and being returned. Thanks for watching my video, guys and girls. Make sure you guys hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss my video next week, and I'll see you guys in the next video.